Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the market itself and make my daily commentary about it. First off, I want to talk about the S&P 500. S&P 500, despite the Fed chairman's investigation, situation was happened today. Uh, Opened the day with a normal opening and went down to the 6,920 levels, and then it made a retest and goes back to 6,960. So it's too early to talk about it, but because the day didn't end. But it seems like the investigations about the Powell made a negative effect when the U.S. market opening. But at the moment, it seems there's not much a problem at the moment because uh, you know that these things may not be get too complicated. Even if they get complicated, my opinion is, it going to surge. It's like maybe 1 week, maybe 1 month, and it will be an opportunity of buy for us for stocks because these situations won't affect the balance sheet and won't affect the companies itself. Only it's going to be questioned what going to be happen about the Fed's independence. So, this chairman also going to change in May. So, I don't see any big deal at the moment, and I will increase my holdings if the stock market goes down because it's an opportunity buy for me, my opinion. But the S&P 500 seems really good at the moment because there's a struggling situations going on right now. If I have to continue with the Dow Jones was made its all-time high and get ahead of its other stock market brothers, and right now it's just calming down and waiting for the other stock markets to catch Dow Jones. So there's not a problem for the moment. It's normal. If I have to talk about the Nasdaq, Nasdaq going for this triangle, as you can see over here, the triangle goes through it, and when go past to 25,840, I think it will be go for its all-time high 629.3 thousand. It will be all-time high. It's going to be catch them, and it's not a big deal at the moment because Nasdaq was just behind of the other stock markets, and it will be try to reach to the other stock markets. If I have to continue with the gold with the situations in the if I have to talk about my honest opinion first, I will not buy gold at the moment. If I have to talk about my if I have to talk about my own, I will not. Sorry, what will going to happen? I couldn't talk. So, if I have to talk about myself, I wouldn't buy gold at the moment because the gold is going up right now because of the Fed's independence situation, and independence uh, expects the markets are expecting to, if the Fed loses the independence and just starts to print money, and dollar will be got more inflated, and the commodities will be go up. That's the point, and the market is just now buying it at the moment. Otherwise, I wouldn't thought about the gold will go for its all-time high and pass its all-time high because the gold has gone many much way since the 2024. It's like 70%. Okay, it's normal, but I think it's the end of the commodities price increasement season. I think it's too much price increasement, and maybe with the situations like this could make the gold more and more upward size, like for 5,000 levels. I don't think it will going to be happen. It can be go through like the 5,000 levels with this situation, the Fed's independence situation, but otherwise, I think the commodities are overbought. Yeah. This is too much for the commodities. I don't think there's not much further to go because where would going to be happen? Where would the commodities price will be go this 5,000 is really much for the commodities, my opinion, because the inflation in the world goes down and other stuff. We will see about it what's going to be happen. Well, last day I made a video about the I will never buy. Last day I made a video about the I will never buy silver at that moment. I just stay at my point. Right now the situation in the silver cause of the Fed's independence questioning time, and it made the silver pass its all-time high, and there's no resistance over its ahead. It can be go through like 90, 100, 110, I don't know, but it's not my style. I will never buy silver again and again from here because it's too much risky. As you can see over here, it go down like 90% in one day. I would not invest to that because you know the 10% is like the cryptocurrency. Even though the cryptocurrencies won't go down like 10% in a day if it not going to be happen with the crisis, but it seems too much for me, man. I don't know. I would not. If you have a silver, just hold it. But if you don't have silver and if you don't want to take risk with your money, I wouldn't suggest. If I have to talk about my own, if I have to talk about myself, I don't like risk, and I don't want to lose that much money because I want to buy from cheaper point and sell for the expensive point. But right now it is way more expensive, and it can be go through like many more ways, but I don't know when it's going to be stopped. Maybe it can be stopped through like 82 or something like that. Maybe you couldn't sell from here and still goes up. I won't take that risk, but if you like risky, you can buy it. The platinum is not that much strong, and platinum is surging in the 2400 and 2000 levels. It can be goes through that, it's not a problem. Well, if I have to talk about the Bitcoin went up to the $94,000. Well, how can I say it? Bitcoin seems good. As you can see over here, it gone to like $94,000, and in the Wednesday it gone back to the Kaufman moving average. And of course this is a weekend, so there's not much volume at there. You can say it's an off day, but after that it held through the Kaufman moving average. Sorry, and made its way for the upside. So it seems bullish right now, and I think we are at the bottom of the Bitcoin's downtrend. I think this is the end of the Bitcoin's downtrend. Well, this is a cheap. Well, with the situations going on through, I think this is a cheap one, and I will increase my holdings in the Bitcoin. Yes. Well, maybe it's an opportunity for the buy. Maybe it's an opportunity to buy a Bitcoin at the moment. As you can see over here, it's gone down to the it's gone down to the $80,600, and this is a capitulation needle. As you can see over here, it's a capitulation needle, and it gone up. It surged up like 50 days, 53 days, and then it gone past the Kaufman moving average and gone back, and after the weekend it still surges from the above the Kaufman moving average. So it's a worth of try to be Bitcoin, to have a Bitcoin. It's worth of try to have a Bitcoin at the moment, because well, it seems like the downside trend is at its end for the moment, and Bitcoin deserves a chance at this time. Well, if I have to talk about Ethereum, Ethereum made its way for 3,120. It seems cool. It's above the Kaplan moving average. If the Bitcoin goes up for its way, it still be good for to buy Ethereum because Ethereum seems good. Also XRP also seems good above the Kaplan moving average. It can be go down like little for the side 198, but it seems cool. If I have to talk about the Monero just hit its all-time high. So well, finally, Monero hit its all-time high and break it finally. Well, where it can be go, we can see through here. Just go through here and take its bottom from here and made its way up 400 and made it from its top of it. So it seems as 2,530. So this is the goal for the Monero for the upper times ahead, for the time ahead of us, maybe in 1 year, maybe in 1.5 year, but it seems like the Monero will be hit 2,500. It seems so. This is a technical analysis. It's told us it's worth a try.